Get ready. Today isn't just another new moon. This moment holds a profoundly different energy. On April 17th, the new moon ignites in Aries, the very first sign of the zodiac. This is the archetype of the warrior, the intrepid pioneer, the spirit that inherently refuses to wait for permission to begin. And when a new moon aligns with this fiery essence, it doesn't merely whisper gentle suggestions. It unleashes an inferno that stands ready to incinerate everything you've been too afraid to release. Consider this the most potent new beginning of your entire year. If you believe you can simply set a few intentions and casually move on, you are profoundly missing the entire point of this cosmic event. What's unfolding in the heavens today is a cosmic reset so incredibly powerful that the choices you make within the next 48 hours possess the capacity to completely rewrite the entire trajectory of your life. And if you've been experiencing this peculiar restlessness lately, perhaps feeling like your body is vibrating at an unfamiliar frequency, pay close attention. There's a specific reason why this is happening to you right now, and I'll reveal it later in this journey. So make sure to stay tuned. But first, it's crucial for you to grasp why today stands apart from every other new moon you've ever encountered. Most people will approach this simply as another lunation. They'll light a candle, perhaps pen a wish, and then wonder why nothing ever truly changes. But you are about to uncover the 3 audacious moves that fundamentally separate those who courageously transform their lives from those who remain perpetually stuck. The fire that's been building beneath your skin. You've sensed it, haven't you? That subtle electricity coursing through your veins, a surging impatience, that visceral feeling like you're poised at the precipice of a cliff, and every single cell in your body is compelling you to leap. This isn't mere anxiety. This isn't random restlessness. This is your soul, recognizing the monumental shift that is rapidly approaching. The Aries new moon doesn't tiptoe in quietly. It announces its arrival days, sometimes even weeks, in advance. Your physical body often registers this profound energy before your conscious mind does. This is why you might find yourself waking earlier, thinking with heightened speed, and moving through your days with an undeniable urgency. You are being meticulously prepared for a transformation so massive that staying the same simply ceases to be an option. And here's a truth nobody often tells you. Aries energy has no regard for your comfort zone. It doesn't care if you feel ready or prepared. It cares about one singular objective: forward movement. So, as this new moon reaches its zenith today, it will inevitably propel every single person on this planet toward their personal edge. The fundamental question becomes, will you stubbornly resist this powerful current, or will you consciously choose to harness its immense power? Because resistance, right now, is the most perilous choice you could possibly make. When the raw, untamed Aries energy collides with resistance, it doesn't retreat. It intensifies. It morphs that initial restlessness into profound frustration, that vibrant electricity into utter chaos. But when you consciously align with it, when you flow with its momentum instead of fighting against it, that is precisely when the miraculous begins to unfold. Today marks the genesis of a dynamic 28-day cycle where the universe is wholeheartedly backing bold, decisive action. Not meticulous planning, not passive, waiting for the perfect moment. Just pure, unadulterated action. And if you've been idly sitting on the sidelines of your own life, this new moon is poised to unapologetically shove you onto the playing field, regardless of whether you feel mentally or emotionally ready. The wound that's ready to become your weapon. Here's a profound insight most astrologers might overlook concerning this particular new moon. It's occurring directly alongside the Sun's conjunction with Chiron, the archetype often known as the wounded healer. While this exact alignment happened yesterday, its potent energy continues to pulse vibrantly through today's new moon. And this alters everything. Chiron represents your deepest wound, that tender place where you've experienced profound hurt, rejection, or brokenness. Yet, paradoxically, it also embodies your greatest reservoir of wisdom. It is the scar that transforms into your compelling story, the pain that ultimately becomes your sacred purpose. And when the sun, your conscious awareness, your identity, your very life force, merges with Chiron in the fierce, pioneering sign of Aries, something truly alchemical transpires. You are being shown, with stark clarity, precisely where you've been playing small, where you've diminished yourself due to the echoes of old pain. Perhaps it was the sting of rejection that taught you to dim your inherent light. Maybe it was a significant failure that convinced you to cease trying altogether. Or perhaps a deep betrayal led you to believe you couldn't even trust yourself. Whatever it may be, it is surfacing right now, not with the intention to torment you, but to unequivocally set you free. This new moon is issuing a powerful mandate. Take the very thing that wounded you and transmute it into your most formidable strength. That rejection? It's now teaching you the profound art of self-validation. That failure? It's revealing what you're truly capable of when you stop endlessly seeking external approval. That betrayal? It's exposing your innate power to rebuild resiliently from absolutely nothing. And here's the critical distinction that should command your full attention. This isn't merely about healing in a passive sense. Chiron in Aries doesn't heal through endless therapy sessions and gentle journal prompts. It heals through audacious, courageous action. It heals through daring to do the very thing you swore you'd never attempt again. Through choosing yourself fiercely, even when it feels utterly terrifying. Through stepping into leadership, even when you doubt your qualifications. Your wound is primed to become your most powerful weapon, but only if you are brave enough to pick it up and wield it. Why you can't stop thinking about that decision? Remember earlier when I promised to reveal a specific reason why you've been feeling distinctly different. This is it. Right now, as we speak, Mercury, the swift planet of thought, communication, and decisive action, is merging with Neptune in Aries. This alignment occurred just yesterday, and its profound influence is currently peaking as we move into today's pivotal new moon. The Mercury-Neptune aspect is renowned for facilitating divine downloads. Those intuitive hits so crystal clear, they feel as if someone is speaking directly into your very consciousness. However, it's also famously associated with confusion, blurring the lines between genuine inspiration and deceptive illusion. And within the fiery, impulsive sign of Aries, this energy is intensely amplified. That's precisely why you find yourself unable to stop fixating on that one critical decision, that choice you've been skillfully avoiding, that crucial conversation you know you must have, that terrifying leap you are destined to take. Your higher self is urgently attempting to break through the mental noise, and the Mercury-Neptune conjunction is opening the channel for its message. But here's the crucial catch. You must learn to impeccably distinguish between the voice of your intuition and the whispers of your fear. Your intuition speaks in a calm, unwavering knowing. It doesn't engage in arguments. It doesn't feel the need to justify itself. It simply knows. Your fear, conversely, speaks in frantic spirals. It fabricates elaborate worst-case scenarios. It invents countless reasons to wait, to hesitate, to cling to perceived safety. And right now, both of these powerful voices are fiercely competing for your undivided attention. This is precisely why the next 48 hours are so incredibly critical. Because by the time the new moon reaches its peak today, that download, that profound knowing, will either crystallize into undeniable clarity or dissolve completely into debilitating doubt. The difference? Trust. You must trust what you've been sensing, even if it defies all logical sense at this moment, even if you cannot articulate it to another soul, even if it demands that you move forward before you possess all the answers. The universe is speaking. The profound question is, are you truly listening? The 3 bold moves that will change everything. This is where most people fundamentally misunderstand this energy. They treat a new moon like a mere wishing well. They jot down their desires and passively hope the universe will deliver them on a silver platter. But that is simply not how Aries operates. Aries does not grant wishes. Aries demands action. If you genuinely desire to harness the full, untamed power of today's new moon, you need to execute 3 audacious moves. Not vague intentions, not gentle affirmations, real, concrete moves. These are the decisive actions that will indelibly separate your life into a distinct before and after. And now, I am going to reveal exactly what they are. Bold. Move 1. Cut the dead weight now. There is unequivocally something in your life right now that is relentlessly draining your vital energy. You know precisely what it is. Perhaps it's a relationship that has been on emotional life support for months. Maybe it's a job that feels like it's systematically sucking your soul dry. Or perhaps it's an ingrained habit that perpetually pulls you back into old, limiting patterns. Whatever this insidious thing is, it is slowly dying, and you've been paralyzed by fear, unable to pull the plug. Aries does not entertain slow, drawn-out deaths. It does not believe in procrastinating, offering one more chance, or patiently waiting to see if things miraculously improve. When something is truly done, it is done. And this new moon is imbuing you with the energetic support to finally, definitively release it. But here's what makes this action so incredibly powerful. Cutting dead weight isn't about experiencing loss. It's about courageously making space. You cannot ascend to your next level. You cannot receive the magnificent new awaiting you while your hands remain full of relics from your past. The universe is actively attempting to deliver something extraordinary to you, but you must first create the clear opening for it to land. Today, identify that single thing, the relationship, the commitment, the limiting belief, the entrenched pattern that you've been clinging to out of fear, and decisively release it. Not next week, not when you feel ready. Today. Write that difficult email. Initiate that long-avoided conversation. Delete that number from your phone. Cancel that draining subscription. Make the definitive decision you've been agonizing over, telling yourself you are merely waiting for the right time. Here's the absolute truth. The right time is when you decide it is. And this new moon is unequivocally handing you the courage to make that decision right now. Bold. Move 2. Claim your voice loudly. For far too long, you have been diminishing your own essence. Perhaps you learned early on that being too much, too loud, too visible, too authentic was perceived as dangerous. Maybe you were inadvertently taught that leadership equated to arrogance, that confidence signified selfishness, that taking up your rightful space meant pushing others down. And so you systematically made yourself smaller, quieter, easier to digest for those around you. But Aries does not do small, and this new moon is activating something primal within you, that profound part that intrinsically knows you were born to lead. Not necessarily in the corporate sense, but in the deeper sense that you were destined to live authentically, speak your truth fearlessly, and move through the world without ever apologizing for occupying your magnificent space. This is your singular moment to claim your voice, to utter the very thing you've been too terrified to say, to share the groundbreaking idea you've been meticulously keeping to yourself, to step boldly into the role you've been told you're not qualified for. It's time to stop waiting for external permission and start acting as if you already possess it. And here's what you must anticipate. Some people will not like it. Your courageous move into full visibility will inevitably make those who benefited from your smallness deeply uncomfortable. They will question you, they will challenge you, and they might even attempt to pull you back down into familiar territory. Let them. Their discomfort is not, and never will be, your responsibility. Your authenticity is not negotiable. Today, identify one specific way you've been shrinking yourself, one conversation where you remained silent, one platform where you've been hiding, and powerfully speak. Post that thing. Send that message. Raise your hand decisively. Apply for that coveted position. Share your unique work with the world. Whatever it is that you've been holding back due to fear of judgment, release it into the world. Your voice is your undeniable power, and this new moon is serving as a potent reminder that the world does not need another palatable, watered-down version of you. It needs the raw, unfiltered, fully expressed you. W. Bold move. 3. Take action on that dream before you talk yourself out of it. There's a dream that has been simmering within you, something that electrifies you when you dare to think about it, yet utterly terrifies you when you imagine actually doing it. Perhaps it's launching that business you've envisioned. Maybe it's making that life-altering move. Perhaps it's initiating the conversation that could change everything. Or it could be creating the profound thing that has been burning inside you for years. You've been waiting for more money, more time, more confidence, more elusive clarity. But here's what Aries energy intuitively knows, a truth you may have forgotten. Clarity arises through action, never before it. You will never feel 100% ready. You will never possess all the answers up front. You will never completely eliminate all risk. And if you continue to wait for those ideal conditions, you will be waiting forever. This new moon is offering you an extraordinary 28-day window, during which the universe is unequivocally backing bold, imperfect action. This is the optimal time to start before you're fully ready, to launch before it's perfectly polished, to commit before you have every single detail of the plan meticulously ironed out. Because momentum generates clarity, movement cultivates confidence, and action, above all else, creates tangible results. Today, take one concrete, undeniable step toward that dream. Not a mere planning step, not a research step, a real, actionable step. Set up that LLC. Book that flight ticket. Send that crucial email. Purchase that domain name. Schedule that pivotal meeting. Record that inaugural video. Write the very first page of your masterpiece. Whatever action moves you from the realm of someday into the tangible realm of right now, do it. And here's the profound secret. It doesn't have to be a monumental step. It just has to be a real one. Because once you courageously cross that invisible line from mere intention to committed action, everything shifts. The universe does not respond to passive wishes. It responds unfailingly to unwavering commitment. And the very moment you prove your seriousness, the moment you show up and take that initial step, support will begin to flow in ways you could never have possibly predicted. This is your moment. Not next month. Not next year. Today. The new moon in Aries is opening a powerful portal to your destiny, but you must choose to walk through it, and you must do it now. The warrior energy that's about to flood your reality. In just a few days, specifically on April 19th, Mars, the dynamic ruling planet of Aries, is going to converge with Saturn in Aries. This is heralded as one of the most potent astrological aspects of the entire year. Mars embodies the warrior, the intrepid action-taker, the relentless force that absolutely refuses to be stopped. Saturn, conversely, is the stern taskmaster, representing discipline, structure, and the unwavering resolve that transforms ephemeral dreams into concrete reality. When these two cosmic titans meet, particularly within the cardinal fire sign of Aries, they forge an energy of unstoppable, laser-focused action. This is the potent energy of the warrior who doesn't merely charge blindly into battle. They charge with a meticulously crafted strategy. They are disciplined, deeply committed, and utterly relentless in their pursuit. And this formidable energy is already building, permeating the atmosphere as we approach today's new moon. This means that whatever you courageously set in motion today, you will be imbued with the stamina to see it through, the unwavering discipline to show up even when the path becomes arduous, and the fierce resilience to persist when inevitable obstacles appear. This is not merely a fleeting flash of inspiration that will fade by next week. This is the genesis of a sustained, powerful effort that possesses the potential to completely transform your entire life by the close of the year. But here's the crucial caveat. The Mars. Saturn conjunction does not bestow success upon you on a silver platter. Instead, it hands you the necessary tools and then demands that you meticulously build it yourself. This is quintessential hard work energy. This is the show up every single day energy. This is the prove it through your consistent actions energy. And if you are unwilling to invest the requisite effort, this powerful energy will manifest as profound frustration and stubborn blockage. But if you are willing, if you are truly ready to commit fully to your chosen path, this is the astrological aspect that transmutes ordinary individuals into enduring legends. The profound question is, are you ready to be disciplined about your most cherished dreams? Are you ready to cease dabbling and unequivocally start doing? Because this new moon serves as the starting gun, and the Mars. Saturn conjunction is the marathon, and those who boldly start today with unwavering commitment will cross finish lines that others don't even perceive as existing. The invisible line you're about to cross. Here's what most people will fail to grasp about today. They'll wake up, proceed with their routine, perhaps light a candle if they happen to remember, and genuinely believe nothing has truly changed. But something profoundly has changed, something invisible yet utterly undeniable. Because every new moon offers a reset, but an Aries new moon is an absolute rebirth. You are not the same person you were during the last new moon. You are not even the same person you were merely a week ago. The potent energies that have been coursing through you, the restlessness, the urgency, the divine downloads, the innate knowing, they have all been meticulously preparing you for this exact moment. And today, whether you consciously participate or not, you are crossing a threshold. You are stepping onto a new timeline. The pivotal question is, will you cross it intentionally, with awareness and purpose, or will you merely drift across it unconsciously, swept along by forces unseen? This is precisely why the three bold moves hold such immense significance. Because when you take intentional action during a powerful cosmic portal like this, you are not merely setting a goal, you are actively claiming a new reality. You are unequivocally declaring to the universe, this is the timeline I choose. This is the version of myself I am boldly becoming, and I am willing to do whatever it takes to get there. And once you make that resolute claim, once you take that decisive action, the universe has no recourse but to respond in kind. Doors begin to open. Unexpected opportunities miraculously appear. The right people align with your path. Obstacles dissolve as if by magic. This isn't because the universe is rewarding you for being good, but because you have aligned yourself with the natural, unstoppable flow of your highest destiny. You have ceased resisting and begun profoundly receiving. Today is not merely another day on the calendar. It is a sacred threshold, and on the other side of that threshold lies a version of your life that you've been too afraid to fully imagine. The relationship that genuinely fulfills you. The work that deeply lights up your soul. The unwavering confidence that emanates from knowing precisely who you are and refusing to apologize for it. The life that, at its core, finally feels unequivocally yours. But you must cross the line. You must make the moves. You must choose it. What happens in the 28 days after today? The new moon is simply the profound beginning. What you courageously plant today will germinate and grow over the subsequent 28 days, ultimately reaching its magnificent full bloom at the full moon in Scorpio on May 12th. And Scorpio energy? That is the very essence of transformation. That signifies death and rebirth. That is the climatic moment when what you initially started becomes undeniably real and deeply potent. But between now and then, you're going to be tested. The universe will subtly, yet powerfully ask you, how serious are you truly? How deeply committed are you to this vision? Are you merely playing around with possibilities? Or are you genuinely ready to transform? You might encounter obstacles that feel like insurmountable setbacks. You might experience resistance from people who were more comfortable with the old version of you. There may be moments where profound self-doubt creeps in, where you question if you made the right choice, where you are tempted to retreat back into the comfortable embrace of safety. This is all an integral part of the process. This is the test. Because here's a crucial truth Aries instinctively knows, a truth most people frequently forget. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is feeling the fear deeply, and yet moving forward anyway. It's taking the decisive action even when your hands are visibly shaking. It's claiming your authentic voice even when it cracks with emotion. It's showing up fully present even when you have no idea what you're doing. And every single time you choose courage over momentary comfort, every time you take action, despite the gnawing fear, you are building unstoppable momentum. You are creating irrefutable evidence for yourself that you are capable. And that cumulative evidence becomes the unshakable foundation for absolutely everything that comes next. So when the challenges inevitably arrive, and they will arrive, do not misinterpret them as signs that you've made a mistake. Instead, embrace them as powerful confirmation that you are, in fact, on the precisely right path. Because the universe only tests the individuals who are strong enough to truly handle what awaits them on the other side of that test. And if you are feeling this profound pull, if you are reading these very words right now, you are most certainly one of them. The destiny that's been waiting for you to claim it. Allow me to share a statement that might sound audaciously bold. Your destiny has already been meticulously written, not in the deterministic sense that you possess no free will, but in the profound understanding that there exists a highest, most expansive timeline available exclusively to you, a version of your life where everything seamlessly clicks into place, where you are fully expressed in your authentic power, where you are doing the precise thing you were inherently brought here to do. And that highest timeline, it isn't passively waiting for you to earn it. It is actively waiting for you to choose it. Today's new moon represents the universe extending an explicit invitation. It is saying, here is the door, here is the portal, here is the precise moment when you can step fully into the life you've been fervently dreaming about. But you must consciously walk through it. You must make the definitive choice. You must take the intentional action. And I will not sugarcoat this for you. Choosing your destiny is inherently scary. It demands that you leave behind the comfortable, the familiar, the predictable. It requires you to trust your inner knowing more deeply than you trust the opinions of others. It compels you to move forward before you feel entirely ready. But on the other side of that brave choice lies a life that, at its very core, finally feels like unequivocally yours. A life where you awaken each day genuinely excited. A life where you are not merely surviving, but gloriously thriving. A life where you gaze into the mirror and instantly recognize the powerful person staring back at you as the one you always knew you could become. Today is your moment. The Aries new moon is igniting the fire. The profound question is, what are you going to do with it? If you've stayed with me until this point, I want to express my sincere gratitude for your attention and engagement. If you found this content insightful and wish to explore more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is deeply appreciated and truly helps this channel grow. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts on this powerful new moon in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take excellent care of yourself and subscribe for more transformative insights.